And we're live.
We're live.
How do you say it, Rob?
We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Fucking thing sucks.
We have Grover back today. Welcome back, Grover. Welcome back.
Thank you. Appreciate you not kicking me out of the podcast.
Yeah, I think I had one person message me like, "What happened to Grover? Did you fire him?" I'm like, "No, it's Grover. We can't fire Grover."
He left us.
He did. He left us. That's what happened. He
The
said,
grass are greener on the honest place.
"He said I'm doing my own thing. I'm done with off the record." That's what happened. We have. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
My name's Helton. I'm a 19-year-old singer-songwriter from Clearwater, Florida, and I'm grateful to be here with you guys.
Awesome. Welcome to Off the Record.
Thank you.
Your voice is amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Have you seen his videos?
Bro, I'm sorry I have not.
It's all good.
Yeah.
No, like, so I can't remember what song it was that you were singing, but I went to go play it, and because I always try to do research on, who we're bringing on. And you have this, like, old school, like, soulful, but it's like, your music style seems like it's a mix between country and maybe, dare I say, a little folk. Like,
Yeah, I kind of try to stay in that country folk bubble, kind of combine those two. I love John Prine.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I love Childers. I love all the Sturgill Simpson. Those are my guys.
Nice.
So I kind of put all that together and it comes out.
Yeah, like, and so your tone, like, you have a kind of a deeper range sometimes that you can get into, and it almost is like help me, Rob, the old school country singer.
Are you going to say Johnny Cash?
No, not Johnny.
You want to be a little
Conway
bit
Twitty.
No,
You wanna be
Clint.
Clint Black?
Good luck.
Oh shit.
A little bit,
Ah.
a little bit. Like
Ah.
that's what it reminded me of when you hit some of those lower notes, and I was like, I've heard Clint kind of, do that little.
Yeah,
that
yeah, he
is.
gets down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely does.
Yeah, and you kind of have like that feel to it. I was like, damn. Like, and you look young, but I didn't want to like speculate your age, but I was like, for him being so young to have that type of voice was crazy.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. So going based off of that, like you said, like your interest and what you kind of meshed together, would you say that Childers and all that, would you say that would be like most of your inspiration?
I would say, and then I'd also say my pops is a musician, and I've kind of been around music my entire life. And,
Okay.
Really kind of stuck to it in the last 2 years.
Right.
Started gigging and stuff. But yeah, I'd say my pops, and Childers is definitely the guy that, like, when I started writing music and playing music, that's who I was going off of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it. You have that same songwriting style.
Yeah.
So that's I was like, it has to be one of the inspirations. So your dad was a musician?
Yeah, he still is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. His
Plays
name-
guitar?
Yeah, he plays guitar. His name's Joshua Riley. He's out of Clearwater. He has a couple albums out on Spotify
That's
and
awesome.
Apple Music. But yeah, I've learned everything from him. And
Wow.
yeah, he's the best.
That
good
is
man.
awesome.
I'm a musician myself, and I wish with all my wishes that my parents were musicians. I did get a little bit of my singing from my mom, but beyond that, like, my parents are not musically inclined, and to have that inspiration, somebody that you know so well, that's cool. That's really cool.
It has its perks for sure. Like
Definitely.
I have pictures of me when I was 2 in Springfield, and they had me on posters, and I would just go up with my little blue guitar and just head bop, do all this when I was young. But yeah, so I've been around it my whole life, and
Wow.
I'm happy with how it's going right now.
Oh yeah.
Again, I wish that my dad would have been there to show me how to play guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been fucking cool.
Yeah.
A little bit better than I am now, perhaps.
Yeah, we actually, let me put up the thing. We have Ryan real quick. He says, can't wait to see everyone on the
Ryan,
14th.
hey man.
Hell yeah, Ron.
That's awesome. So I take it that your dad pretty much set you down and said, let's teach you how to play guitar.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
It was more so. This is a funny story. So I was probably 7 or 8 when I didn't really know how to play guitar until then. Like, I was just going up on stage and doing my head bop and just jamming out.
Right.
But I was at my grandma's house, and we were leaving, and across the street, I saw there's a guitar in a trash can.
No.
And I was like, I went over and saw it. My pops was with me. And it was a 1990 Fender Squier Strat that
In the
somebody
trash
just
can?
tossed away. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and I knocked on the door and I was like, "Can I take this?"
I know, right?
Yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then we fixed it up, and ever since then, that's when I kind of got into it. I did a couple lessons and I couldn't do that. I did not like
Yeah.
I didn't like it like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn on my own, and it was really just me looking up videos, and then when I was struggling, I'd go to him and be like, "Okay, what am I doing wrong?" And he'd steer me in the right direction.
That's awesome.
I'm assuming you probably just need some soldering. And
I don't even remember what
Okay.
was wrong with it,
Yeah.
but yeah, I still have it hanging up in my room.
That's
I
awesome.
play all the time. Yeah.
You just needed one string, and they just said, "Fuck it, throw it away."
Bingo.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So, do you write all of your songs? Like, are they all original songs, or do you do covers as well?
I do covers, but I mostly try to stick to originals. I love songwriting.
Yeah.
Songwriting, I feel like, is more of a passion for me. I just love being able to, some people have like journals that they get stuff out on, and other stuff they go to therapy. I feel like mine is songwriting. I
That's
get all
right.
my stuff out on paper and then turn it into something that hopefully people can relate to.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah! What inspires your songwriting?
It depends. There's a lot. I feel like it's different every time.
Mhm.
Like
Absolutely.
sometimes I'll sit down and the first thing that comes to my head, it just flows. Like I can finish a song in an hour. And then sometimes I sit down and then I'll write something and I won't finish that song until 3 months from now. So it's really all about like where I'm at in life, like what's going on in my life at the
Mhm.
time, what I write about. Yeah, or if I see if I hear like a cool phrase from somebody, I'll be like, that could work. That could do something.
Yeah.
The good
Okay.
thing about your age writing songs is you're experiencing probably a lot of things for the first time.
Yeah.
Getting to that adulthood. So it really, I imagine, I can inspire you quite a bit.
Yeah, the newest song I have or that I wrote, I posted it online and it did decently well, but it's literally about me getting fucked up in college. And
Oh, it's like the college kid anthem.
exactly.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I also wanted to ask you. So Rock, is that your real name?
That's
or-
it. ROC. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the correct spelling of your name.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, cool.
I was wondering that too, like
Yeah.
if it was short for something or if it was like a nickname.
Nope, that's it.
Wow.
My Aunt
And what-
Crystal named me.
And what a masculine name, Rock.
I know, right?
What's your son's name? Rock.
Did your aunt named you?
Yeah, my Aunt Crystal named me. So I mean, Crystal and Rock kind of
Oh,
go together.
hey,
Oh,
check
I
it
like
out.
that.
Yeah,
You got a cool ass aunt, man.
thank you.
That's cool. I wish I had a cool name like that. Damn.
Gee,
Jade. Yeah. I mean, it's a rock,
Yeah.
I guess.
I suppose.
Maybe we're cousins.
You could be. Who knows?
Distant cousins.
That's too funny. So, how did you wind up starting to play gigs? Because I know you said you've only been doing how long have you been doing this? For those, I know that we talked before, but for everybody who's watching, how long have you been doing this?
Gigging and writing music probably 2 years.
That's
2 years now. But yeah, the first time I played live, we were in Costa Rica. It was my
Damn.
family went on a trip because we have friends out there, and we were at an open mic. And I said my pops is a musician, so we were all telling him like, go play a song, like we want to hear something, and he didn't want to. And my older brother was like,
Well, you
bet
get
you
your
won't.
ass.
Yeah. I bet you won't go up there. And I was like, fuck you, I will go up there. And then
watch me do it.
and then I went on stage and really just fell in love with it. And
Yeah.
just never
Yeah.
looked back. Yeah.
Did you have a guitar and everything, or was it just singing?
No, I had a guitar too.
That is awesome.
It was fun.
That's actually got to be a pretty cool way to be like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is fun.
Yeah.
Like,
In Costa Rica. of all
Yeah,
places.
I know.
but
There's-
then when you make it, you have to be able to say it's because of my brother because he said I wouldn't do it.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the peer pressure got to you.
for sure.
I foresee a song coming about called Costa Rica about how you started.
Might have just gave me a song
see?
idea. Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
That would be cool.
Just count me in the credits.
I will.
One podcast I went on 15 years ago for this song. Appreciate you.
That's good.
That's awesome. So whenever, how did you get linked up with the local music scene here in Tallahassee to be able to say, for be like, hey, I want to be on the show for December 14th? How did that all happen?
It was tough for sure. I feel like booking gigs in Tallahassee as a solo artist is a lot harder than it is in some other cities.
Sure. Yeah.
So it was really, I was emailing everybody I could, and I was like, I'll play for less money and put on a damn good show if you let me come. And that's kind of how I got my head in the water here.
Being a solo artist, it has to be hard because restaurants want that one guy in the fucking corner that nobody is listening to.
Yeah,
and that's your gig. It's got to be really difficult.
It can be at times, but I feel like I post as much as I can on social media, and I feel like social media really makes or breaks an artist. Like, it can really change things for you. So, like, I played a gig the other night at the Getaway Grill, and I had a guy, and he brought all his friends. He was like, "Yeah, I checked you on Facebook," and I was really excited to come watch. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome!"
That has got to be the coolest thing.
Yeah,
I have a friend that she's a solo artist, and she plays at the airport like once a week. She has a little corner. She has her mic, like singer-songwriter style, a little tip jar, and
to do it.
She gets some good traffic.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
We've had several solo artists on the show. As a matter of fact, there was one. Jade, I'm hoping that you can help me. The chick. Yeah, no, I can't.
Oh,
Yep, you're gonna say it.
Coburn.
Yes, Coburn.
Yeah.
Aaron. Yeah,
I think so. Aaron Coburn.
Aaron Coburn. Yeah,
yes.
She is a solo artist. More so in the rock vein, but the point I'm getting to is that she is a solo artist. And she got fucking big. I was scrolling through Facebook one day. She plays Steinberg guitars, the guitars without the headstock.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so they were promoting artists, and it was her. They were promoting her as a signed sponsor or whatever you want to say. Yeah. So solo artists, there's definitely an audience for it.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And she played here at.
Yeah, she played here.
Yeah, she played here. It was, gosh. Well, we've been doing this for 4 years. I think that was probably a year and a half, 2 years
Something
ago.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's definitely a market for it, and it's all about marketing yourself to get you seen by the right people.
Yep.
So I think with your talent, with your voice, it's not going to be long. We're going to start seeing you on radios and touring and going up on stage with all the big cities, and we're going to be sitting here in Tallahassee like, we interviewed that guy.
Yeah. I'm excited for the future. I'm heading up to Woodstock, New York in February to record a 10-song record up there, which will be awesome. And then I'll be dropping a single every month starting then until we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, there's some big announcements I have coming in the next couple months that I'm excited to share with everybody.
Hell
it's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be awesome.
Hell
I can't wait. So what are the chances of having Dad on a couple songs?
He's gonna be there.
I was curious if you guys have collaborated at all. You your dad.
Not on like a record or anything, but we co-write whenever I'm home. Like we'll sit down on the couch and just smoke a joint and see what comes.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. You know how many times we've had people on this show where they were like, man, I wish that my dad would have taught me how to play. He knows how to play, but he didn't teach me how to play. Or my mom knows how to sing, but she didn't teach me how to sing, or, whatever the case may be. And you could tell that they were kind of like, man, I really wish that, growing up, I would have it was either A, I paid more attention and let them teach me and was humble enough to be like, no, I'll let you help me, like teach me the ways, instead of being like, I'm going to do this on my own. And completely shutting that door, and they come back to end up regretting it. So it's really cool that you have your dad that you're like, you have that bond with. That's a pretty amazing bond to have.
It's really nice to be around. Like just being raised like around music and watching him play gigs my whole life. Like my mom was telling me, like, you're meant to do this. You're meant to, like, you were doing this since you were 2. Like she's happy I'm chasing it now.
That's awesome. So is your mom musically inclined at all?
No, but she likes good music. Like she loves the kind of music that I listen to. And
Okay.
She can clap to the beat though, right?
yeah, she can do that. She a little metronome. Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. So going back to, you're going to New York, you're going to be recording this album. Who would you most like to collaborate with in like, let's say the next 5 years?
Next 5 years. Wow. So I have a buddy that I'm opening a show for in Tampa, December 21st this year. His name's Leon Meitzen. He is one of my favorite songwriters. He's a big like folk and like outlaw country kind of twang to him.
I like it.
But yeah, I definitely would like to jump on a song with him. Or just co-write with him at least. He's a big inspiration for me as well. I met him back in August at a show because I went to a concert to watch this guy named Evan Honer. But he was opening for him, and I went and talked to him after the booth, and we kind of just got talking, and yeah, I reached out to him on Instagram, and things went well. And I didn't know that he's from Safety Harbor, Florida, which is like 20 minutes away from me. And my pops would run open mics all the time when we were younger. And Leon, I guess, came to those open mics all the time. And like, yeah, I hopped on a call with Leon a couple weeks ago, and he was like, I don't think I would be where I am today without Josh, my pops. He was like, yeah. So it's kind of a full circle moment.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
It's like a small world. And that I love to hear stories where musicians help other musicians, because there's a lot of gatekeeping that we come across that we hear a lot about, like, oh, you can't do this because A, B, and C. But it's really cool when you have like that community that is so willing to be like, yeah, no, let's do this. Let's collaborate. Let me help you get here, or, whatever the case may be. And then looking back, being like, well, that person got me to where I am now. And now they're paying it forward to somebody else, you know? So that's really fucking cool to hear.
I'm super grateful for Leon. Leon has helped me out in a lot of ways, especially with the things coming up in these next months. He's been a huge, huge help to me. Like,
that is awesome.
I'm very grateful for him. Yeah,
absolutely. So who are you? Oh, go ahead, Grover. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, eventually you need a tour manager,
Grover, you'll be the first guy.
I just felt that. Very spicy.
That's
Just
awesome.
Chicken nugget.
Did you say chicken nuggets?
That's all I need. Chicken nuggets.
Not Alfredo?
We got to start off small, and then when he gets his 10 album contract, then we'll work up to chicken Alfredo.
I got you. So what is the most memorable moment for you growing up that you say that you look back on and go, this was the thing that really made me go, okay, I'm going to do this? And like your fondest memory that you have, whether, maybe something you and your dad did together that got when you were getting started into this music thing.
It's not a happy one. It's kind of, I feel like it's a lesson that I learned that I kind of wanted to get back at people for.
Okay.
Like back in August, I flew up to New York because I made it on the celebrity judge round of American Idol.
No way.
No.
Yeah. And then
we could have started this episode with that. Holy shit. Okay, continue.
But yeah, that was back in August, and I got 3 no's, and they said that my music wouldn't be competitive on the show, and I feel like that kind of shaped the amount of work I put in the past like half a year, and just trying to prove them wrong.
100%.
That's right.
Yeah.
A big old fuck you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my, see, I am very much of a vengeful person, so that just makes my heart happy to be like, I'm going to do this in spite, and then I'm going to rub it in your face.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got to go back. So you did American Idol.
Yeah.
what was that experience like?
So, well, it was like July, and I was up here because I was playing baseball. I quit baseball in August. Like I had surgery last year to repair a torn labrum and torn rotator cuff.
Ooh.
Ended up getting 7 screws in my shoulder.
Were you
Metal-
a pitcher?
Fucking stand me. But yeah, I came back for the summer to just work and rehab, and ended up needing another surgery, and I wasn't gonna go through that. And music was picking up, so I was like, I'm gonna go chase this. And a couple weeks after I quit baseball, I was on Instagram, and I saw an ad for like a Zoom audition,
Mhm.
and I was like, I might do it. So I signed up just so if I wanted to do it, I could have it. And I told my buddy, my roommate, and he was just like, go do it. Like, at least try.
Yeah.
So I sat down in my downstairs bathroom where the reverb was the best. The
Yes.
best sounding in the house.
Yeah, bathrooms are the best.
The best,
Yes.
And I sat in a Zoom call for probably 6 hours and made it through the first round. And then you go, it was like you go one-on-one with the
You were on
producer.
the call for 6 hours.
It was a long time.
damn.
It was a long time.
That is crazy.
But yeah, you get in a waiting room with like a shit ton of people, like
Yeah.
an unholy amount of people, and it was probably 2.5 hours, 3 hours before I even did anything. So then they move you into a room with one producer, and you play a couple songs, and they decide if you move on to the next round, and I ended up getting by that. And then you sing in front of 5 executive producers on the call. It's just you and them. So that was a little nerve-wracking, but ended up doing well. And I haven't watched American Idol since I was probably 6, and my mom would make milkshakes and we'd all watch it. And they were like, do you know who the new judge is this year? And I was like, no, I have no idea. I didn't know if I was supposed to know that or not.
right.
They're like, it's Carrie Underwood, and you're going to go meet her in New York. And I was like, that's not real. That's crazy. So, yeah, that's how I kind of got into it. And then we flew up there, stayed there for 3 days. It was 2 days of the first day was like rehearsing and doing all the B-roll stuff, like walking up.
Yeah.
And then the second day was the audition, and it was good. It was fun.
Wow.
It was fun. It wasn't as much as they were negative towards me. It was more that the genre of my music and like what I'd be playing wouldn't be appealing to
An audience.
Yeah.
So ratings, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I have opinions, but I will not share said opinions. But I have opinions. That is so dumb.
Maybe
You're
one day, don't they still have that country music channel? Or
Yeah.
at CMT, is it
Yeah.
called?
yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe they have something there that, you know.
Who knows? I don't think I'll go on another one of those though. I
Yeah.
don't. I want to build my brand, like my name, by myself, and just get after that, because I'd rather be known as like a songwriter who people can relate to than a guy who had a couple minutes on a TV show.
Right.
Yeah.
That is crazy that you're so young and you are already so mature and aware of this is what I want. This is what I want my brand to be. This is, you want to do it yourself so that it's you and it's authentically you. And I think that's going to appeal to a lot more people than, like you said, I got 10 minutes sitting on a TV show.
Yeah.
So that's crazy to me that you're already so aware, I guess is the word I'm looking for, in
That
what
you
you're
have
doing.
that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mindset.
Yeah, you don't meet a lot of people your age that think that far ahead into the future of, okay, so it's like you built out your roadmap. This is where I want to end up, and now I know what I have to do to try to get to those, and having like those mini milestones. Like you saying how you're going to be dropping some announcements in the next coming months. That's really good engagement. So like your marketing technique sounds like it's pretty awesome. I'm impressed. I am
Well, thank you.
I am seriously impressed. That's crazy to me. Most of the time we meet kids that, I say kids, but I'm old, but we have, people that come on the show that are young, and it's like, Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And they're like, hookers,
Yeah.
Well, if that's your goal, I mean, you do you, boo, So that is awesome. That is
Thank
really
you.
cool.
I appreciate it.
I'm very, very impressed. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know that we got a little bit of a late start, but I definitely thank you so much for coming off
Yeah,
record.
definitely.
It was so amazing to meet you. I'm so impressed, and I cannot wait to see where you end up in the next 2 years. And
Quick question, just off the subject. I know you're 19, and we're doing a Toys for Tot. I just got to know, what was your favorite toy growing up? As a kid?
Oh, that's a good question. That's very good. I have three that are always brought up when like we're talking about my childhood. It's huge Thomas the Train fan. I was really into WWE as well.
nice.
And then maybe it's only two. I can't remember the last one.
That blue
Oh,
guitar.
Batman. Batman was the big. I had like a whole set of Batman shit that I would play with. Yeah,
Sweet.
That's awesome.
it's pretty fun.
Well, I really appreciate you. So anybody who's in the Tallahassee area, make sure you show up to Legacy at the Riverfront. We're here at Legacy at the Riverfront, actually, if you can't tell. And
That's just a backdrop.
yeah,
we're not
100%. It's a figment of your imagination. Sorry to disappoint, but no, come out to Legacy at the Riverfront December 14th, and you can see this guy. Because trust me, you're not going to want to miss him. And then I'd say 5 years from now, you're going to look back and go, "Hey, I watched them on that podcast." So be sure you show up and bring a toy. It's for the kids, and you get to see awesome bands and you get to see rock. So make sure you guys show up, and I guess we'll see you next time.